What is going on, guys? DBG here, and in this video I'm just going to be talking about how 2K have absolutely no idea what they are doing with player rating, and they've had basically no idea how they were going to implement it from the very start. And so everyone knows that 2K only had players up to an 85 on release day, which was an okay idea, but they had no idea what they were going to do with moments cards, let's be honest. A lot of the time the moments cards were either so little of an upgrade they made no difference, or just stupidly overpowered, or in terms of centers, they just bumped up all their 3-point ratings and made them better shooters than players like JJ Redick. Like right now there's a Marc Gasol and a DeMarcus Cousins card that has a higher 3-point rating than Steph Curry had at the start of the year. Like, they had no idea what they were doing. So I'm going to go first onto Charles Barkley. This card was supposed to be the most expensive. This card was going to be the most expensive card. It's supposed to be the best card in the game. And when this card came out, I'm going to show you the first comment. This card is everything Charles Barkley wasn't. Oh my god. And look at these stats. You might be thinking right now, meh. And that's what I'm thinking. This card wasn't anything special. Isn't anything special right now. But at the time, it was the best card that had ever been seen in NBA 2K. So, but rather than just talk about Charles Barkley's upgrade, I'm just going to mention the one player. Bring up the one player that 2K released that I think has had a trickle-down effect and basically ruined the entire game mode. And that one player is Amethyst James Harden. This card is insane. Insane. Like, this card has the stats of some 99 overalls in previous 2K games. Like, I've compared them with 99 overall Pink Diamond Steph Curry from 2K15. And they are so similar, it's unbelievable. So this card here was released on January the 1st. Basically like 2 or 3 months into the game's life cycle. And a 92 overall player being released at that time is fine. But this card was different. 40 intangibles. This was the first time when, like at the time, Pink Diamond was 96 plus. This was the first time you saw a card on the market that was legitimately a Pink Diamond because of intangibles. This card is literally the reason why my channel is not dead with 2,000 subscribers, because I just keep spamming out videos about intangibles. But this one isn't really going to be about it. It'll have a little bit of a part in the video, but very little. So this card was insane. There was a lot of hype about this card. A lot of people bought packs. So many people bought packs trying to get this card. And then a few weeks later, 2K released the Wingmen packs. The Wingmen packs were insane. Like, probably the best promo packs there's been in a good while. Like, the Wingmen packs, until very recently, until probably the most recent packs now, the Wingmen packs was the best pack set we've had, especially for rubies. The rubies in the Wingmen packs basically meant that if you got something like a Corey Maggette or a Reggie Lewis, you were still kind of happy because they were good in game. So there was a lot of people still opening packs because they thought, well, the worst I'm going to get, it's still going to be a good player. And then 2K released a few bad historic events cards. Not great. Obviously there was the Yao Ming situation where that killed the market for about 2 days, but I'm not really going to go into that too much. But yeah, so 2K then released, I think it was All Around and then All-Star packs. And I can't remember what else, then Campus Legend packs, and there wasn't really much of a hype about any of them. Let's be honest, there wasn't. Promo packs had lost a lot of their charm. So the market was like gradually stabilizing. Diamonds like Jimmy Butler were going for 40k, a lot of cards were going up in price, and people were actually getting their value. 2K also decided to bump up all of the Historic Collection awards, which was good because these moments cards and the team packs, the promo packs, whatever they're called, were actually becoming better than them. So they bumped them up, which was good. And they still, those historic cards were so OP for about a week. For about a week they were OP, they're not anymore. But even though James Harden was like phase 1 of the market just being destroyed, I'm going to talk about phase 2 right now. And this could have even destroyed the entire game, this card here. St. Patrick's Day happened and 2K released Paul Pierce. Look at these stats. Don't look at it, his overall, just look at these stats. If you look at these, you'll be thinking, they're probably better than the original Charles Barkley. And you're probably right. This card probably was better than the original Charles Barkley. This card, apart from Pink Diamond Michael Jordan from NBA 2K15, is better stats wise, obviously not in game, but better stats wise than any Michael Jordan we've ever had. And 2K basically gave them to everyone who opened packs except me for some reason. So then 2K, what they had to do when they were releasing the next set of events cards to get any sort of hype, because there was a lot of hype about Pierce, was they had to outdo themselves. And then they released this card. The best center in the history of NBA 2K. You can argue David Robinson's better, and I prefer Gasol. If you say Robinson's better, I'm not going to question it. But in my opinion, this is the best center in the history of NBA 2K. 93 shot 3, 96 post up, 97 post fadeaway, good speed, 92 block, 94, 96 rebounding, passing of 92. This is probably the best center in the history of my team. And 2K released it in events packs to get some hype, and nearly everyone pulled them. 38k for the best center in the history of my team. Like, 2K had no plans on making cards like this. They just happened to stumble into it by constantly upgrading players too much to try make the game more of a cash grab. Like this, right now, like if you stall, you'll get another 2 event cards next Thursday that are going to be 95 overall with like 40 intangibles, and both of them are going to be like god players. Let's be honest, if we wait a week, we will get some more. So there's no point buying any of these promo packs. So now we're on to Kobe Bryant, and this is the biggest example of them not having a absolute clue what they were doing. So this card is really, really good. Like second best card in the game overall, right behind Pink Diamond Charles Barkley, all hot zones, 2 Hall of Fame badges. But now I'm going to show you what this card originally was. The Onyx card, which I have in my collection. This Onyx card is good. Really good. 2 Hall of Fame badges, 14 bronze badges, really nice stats. And when I got this game, I was like, this card is the best card I've ever used. But look, if you compare this card with Paul Pierce, a card that 2K gave to nearly everyone and released, 2K gave Paul Pierce a total of 81 more total stats. Obviously, total stats don't mean everything. They don't. Kobe's still a better card. But the fact that there's a card that everyone has that is better stats-wise than Kobe is mad. Considering that from the very start of the year, 2K said they were giving out Pink Diamond Kobe for I think it was 2,500 cards. Don't quote me on it. But this Pink Diamond Kobe was meant to be the best card you could get. Maybe don't think about Charles Barkley, but it was meant to be the best card you can get in my team. But in the end, 2K have released 4 or 5 players onto the market, and not even rare ones, really easy cards to pull, that are actually better or very close to this Kobe Bryant. 2K would not have done that. In previous years, the collection rewards were way better than nearly anything you could pull. So 2K just really had no clue what they were doing. They had not got a clue what they were doing with player ratings. Because if they did, they would have made it so that at this stage in the game, they weren't releasing cards that were better than the cards they planned on being like the end game god players. Like the cards you had to spend $1,000 on minimum. Those cards should be the best cards by a mile. And right now, Pink Diamond Kobe is. But at the time he wasn't. At the time he definitely wasn't. They had to upgrade him because they made the other cards so OP that they just had to. And now we are on to Charles Barkley. They just upgraded Charles Barkley from this, which is an average card right now, at the time's a superstar, to this. 10 Hall of Fame badges, 10. 1 stat under 80, 5 under 90, and the best player we have ever seen in the history of NBA 2K, and it's not even close, including Pink Diamond MJ from 2K15 and Pink Diamond LeBron. There's no way you can question it. This card is the best card in the game by a mile. But 2K have done this because they released events cards that were almost as good as the original Charles Barkley and disguised them as 95 overalls. But what happens when this card actually gets released? So there's another 6 weeks until this card gets released. What happens if 2K release? Obviously they've got 2 more events cards with their historic collections, and 2K release another 2 actual events within the next 6 weeks. Could this Charles Barkley be upgraded to all 99 stats? Because right now you might think, oh, that's ridiculous, but it's not that much of an upgrade. It really isn't. It could easily be all 99 stats, and I think there's less than 200 stats above it to make it all 99s. And 2K are going that way. And who knows what 2K are going to do with playoffs moments cards. Who knows what 2K are going to do with their events cards, with their last historic collections. What they're going to do with historic collections. How they're going to get people to open packs. What? Who knows what 2K are going to do? I don't even think 2K knows what 2K are going to do. They're winging this. They're doing it as they're going on. And NBA 2K17 MyTEAM, I think, is actually going to be the reason why 2K18 MyTEAM is going to be the best there is. Because 2K have messed up so much this year that they have to have learned from something. So, I'm not making this video to bash 2K. I think they've actually worked hard on the game mode. It's not as bad as people make it out to be. There's just a lot of mistakes. To be honest, a lot of their mistakes were made by them trying too hard to make it good. So anyway, that's the video. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.